Mickey, a case of close, but just not enough to take a point.
Yeah, I think the first goal is always important. You know, we've had a great opportunity in the first half to go 1-0 in front. I think first half we played really well. Probably controlled most of the first half. Disappointed we didn't go in winning at half time, and then we shot ourselves in the foot 5 minutes into the second half, give away a penalty. That gives them the impetus then to sit in. I don't think Joel Dixon's had a save to make in 90 minutes, but once they go 1-0 in front, put men behind the ball, it's difficult to break down.
They seem to, things were quite even for maybe 20 minutes or so, and they seem to change 2 banks of 4 or maybe a bank of 5 in the middle, and we really struggled to break that down.
Yeah, because we had all the possession, didn't we? But, you know, we've had a great opportunity to go in front. We're controlling the game. We're playing most of the first half in their half. They've had to get men behind the ball because we're opening them up, and without creating loads of clear-cut chances, but we've created the best chance in the game. Yeah, so, you know, they paid us that respect. We're getting at half-time 0-0, and then second half, like I say, you know, they've gone 1-0 in front, then they can just put men behind the ball and protect what they've got.
As you said, we gifted them their goal. Disappointed with the way the penalty was given away.
Yeah, you got to be. There's no need for it. Do you know what I mean? It's he's got on the blind side of after Tony and Jordan. Joel then's committed, and it's a penalty. You know, I've got no complaints with the penalty, but it shouldn't have got to that stage. You know, it's a situation where we're in control of the game. Really, I couldn't see where they were going to score because, like I said, I can't remember Joel Dixon having a save to make.
We're missing that final piece of the jigsaw with creating the chance, putting the ball in the net. What do we need to change that to make it happen?
Just got to keep doing what we're doing in the first half. I thought we played well. I think Chris Clements coming in, you know, got on the ball and played some good football. You know, we need the strikers to fire in. Do you know what I mean? I think that's 3 games now. We've lost 1-0. You know, it tells its own story. Do you know what I mean? It's we've got to create more chances, and when we do create them, the forwards have got to take them.
Is it just a confidence thing, or is it we need more time to gel and know what everybody's doing, or do we need something a bit different, a bit of pace, just somebody with a different skill?
Yeah, no, I think we need a little bit of luck, obviously. You know, listen, like I say, we've lost 3 games 1-0. You know, so when you lose games like, I think we've lost 4 games now. Last week we went to Sutton and we were brave in how we played. We scored 2 goals, but you compromise the other end, you end up conceding 3. So it's getting that balance between going to win a game and scoring more goals, but not letting them in. And I think this week we were a lot tighter than what we were against Sutton. We were a lot better than what we were against Sutton, but we also lose an attacking threat than what we had last week. But we've just got to keep going. When we do create the chances, we need to take them. You know, we've been punished today by a mistake. Opposition makes mistakes against us, and we're not punishing them.
I think we've got to remember that, you know, Maidstone are a decent team. They're flying high. I think they're unbeaten in 10 games. And, you know, they came with a plan, they stuck to it, and they were well organised.
Yeah, they were. But like I say, they've come here, they've gone home having 1 shot on target, really, the penalty. Do you know what I mean? And it was, they've come here not to lose, set up not to lose, and we didn't do enough to win the game. And that's why the first goal is always important. And when you get the opportunity like we did, if you don't take it, it gives them more impetus to stay in. If you go 1-0 in front, then they've got to come out. They've got to go and get a goal back, which leaves space and gives us opportunities then to go and hurt them.
A couple of games coming up, thick and fast. Not a lot of time to work on things. What can we do to make things work for those 2 games coming up?
Put a game plan again. You know, we've got to go away from home and win a game of football. You know, like we've lost our home record today. We haven't won away yet. We've got to go to Hartlepool and we've got to be positive and go there and win. You know what I mean? You know, there's no point putting men behind the ball. We've got to go and win games of football now, and be positive in everything we do.
Looking at what you've inherited and where we are, do you think our home form is going to be key to us finishing in a comfortable position in the league?
Yeah, definitely. You know, our home form's been good. You know, we've lost our first home game this season, and that's disappointing in the manner in which we've lost it. A team have come, had 1 shot, scored, which is a penalty, and that's disappointing. But yeah, our home form's always going to be our key. But we need to go away from home and be better. We need to pick more points up away from home.
it wasn't for the lack of effort, it was just we couldn't put things together and make that threat count in the final third. Will there be any new faces coming in the next week or so?
I've always said, like, if I'm going to sign players, I want them to be better than what we've got. Obviously I've signed defenders because we've lost all our defenders. So if you look at today, we've got the 3 centre-halves out injured, Bencenti Gomez suspended, and Adi Yusuf. So there's 5 of probably your starting 11. So I've had to bring in defenders because we need them. And then in the midfield stroke forward areas, I've brought 1 player in, Chris Clements. And I don't think anyone who would leave here today would go, he's not a good footballer. I don't think anyone would leave here and say, he's not going to be a good addition. I probably count on one hand how many times he lost the ball. Do you know what I mean? So he will be a good addition to us. And if I can get players that are going to come in and make that type of difference in their first game, then I'll do it. If not, I don't want to sign players just for the sake of it. I don't want to panic sign because I don't think that's right. Are we low on confidence? Yes, we are. Do you know what I mean? We need a win. And as soon as we get a win, I think you'll see the shackles come off and we've got a good enough squad to be competitive.
Do you think some of that's because we've got a relatively young side and we're lacking maybe a little bit of leadership and, somebody to drive us forward? Yeah,
potentially, yeah, definitely. When you look at, I think our average age is 24, our squad is, and then, you had, Jimmy Dunn in there and you had Jordan Thompson, who are 18 and 19-year-olds, do you know what I mean? So, it's a situation, they're good young lads, they're on loan, and they'll learn so much from this experience, but they need to learn quick and fast while on our watch because, we need to win games of football.
Thanks, Micky.
Thank you.
For next week.
Thank you.